second.
That's right, y'all. Welcome back once again, 2 days in a row, to the shotgun vlog. Today, what's that?
We catch some leaves.
Yes, we were catching leaves. I've always just known it as Fireman's Park. I thought that's what it was. Yeah, so today, Steve something or other. I can't remember his last name. It starts with an M. That much I know. I actually met him at Quad Camp in Detroit, and it was blown away that somebody who lives relatively close to me also chose to go all the way to Detroit to Quad Camp. But he's actually probably going to show up here any minute because, once again, I'm being showered with love from the FPV community, and he's actually letting me borrow 2 complete quads just to have to fly. So I have something to fly because I have 0 freestyle quads right now. I have one left, the floss, because that thing just takes a licking and keeps on ticking is what I'm trying to spit out. So yeah, he's coming over. They're crossfire, so we're just gonna bind him up, put some rates on it that I like, and go rip some packs over at my favorite park and possibly somewhere else. And KZB is gonna meet us there too.
My favorite truck is the fire truck.
The fire truck?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can go there too. But we'll have to see what the fellas think or say, or what they have time for, or whatnot.
Yeah.
One way or another, we'll make it over there. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Go down.
And I can go to the fire truck part.
Yep. Go down.
Watch me
I
down.
don't remember them having things that cool when I was a kid. Hi. Welcome back. So Steve showed up and let me borrow 2 of his insanely beautiful quads. One running, well, now Falco X, and another one running some sort of like prototype beta flight build that I know nothing about. Now we are heading to my favorite park. There is somebody already there.
I'm gonna go my favorite part.
Yep, we'll get there. There is a completely random guy who came from Menominee Falls to meet us. Unfortunately, we are an hour and 40 minutes late. So if you ever see this random guy, and I'm sorry, I can't remember your name right now. I'm very sorry. But Falco, the setup, for some reason, Betaflight wants my, I don't know. I kept running Falco wrong because for some reason it thought that my yaw was reversed. So every time I was saying yes or no, or my roll was something was reversed. I can't even remember what happened now. But every time I went through the configurator, I was putting in the wrong answer because one of my controls was reversed, and so I had to. It took a while to figure that out. Because every time I meant to say yes, I was saying no. And I couldn't get the motor's directions to work properly. But both quads are hovering and sound beautiful by hovering. So we're just going and hoping they fly good. We didn't test anything else out. I have to invert my yaw in between the 2 quads every time, which is horribly annoying. But I'm sure I can switch that somehow via something. But yeah, we are heading right now to go rip, and hopefully let's cut to some sweet HD footage. Oh, and I'm forced to use a session for the first time in quite some time because his quads only have session mounts, and I didn't have time to print up hero mounts for him last night. Hopefully I can find or make some session mounts or hero mounts for him. Maybe I'll just stick to the session. I don't know. But if that session breaks, it's gone for good, and that kind of scares me. Even though I don't ever use it, so I don't know why it scares me. But anywho, enough rambling. Let's get to some flying right now. So, this session that I was just speaking of, yeah, I was reminded how much I absolutely hate sessions. Yeah. I never bothered to check my settings, and the last time I used it, I was testing it on my RC car in low light. I was testing the stability to see how it worked on a ground vehicle, because I heard it worked really good for ground vehicles, and it does not. I'm glad the session is gone. If anybody wants my session 5, you can have it, because the video quality is garbage compared to the Hero 7. I don't notice the extra weight. I'll never go back to the session ever again, except for what I did today, because every second of my footage from this vlog that you're watching right now is completely ruined. It's super overexposed, and I've wasted 6 hours rendering the footage after I adjusted the overexposedness and then rendered it for 6 hours so I could edit it, because that's what I have to do with my Stone Age computer. I have to render it before I even start to edit it because it won't play. I'm trying not to prolong this any longer. So I wasted a whole night rendering that footage so I could edit it, only to find out that it was even more horrible because the stabilization was on. So every second of the footage of this day is completely ruined. So in lieu, I was ripping around in my backyard today. Please accept this footage in lieu of the footage that would have been, because I was flying great this day, and I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed. I was really flying good, and it's all gone. I didn't even bother. I deleted it. It's gone. So here's some ripping around in my backyard in the parts where I would have cut to where I was flying. Always check your settings on your session before you fly. Yeah. Thanks. Goodbye. bro. Welcome.
Thanks.
You've been flying for how long?
Just shy of a year.
Just shy of a year. And you just happened to see the post on MRX, and that's how you ended up here?
No, I met up with Ken yesterday, and he was already coming to meet up with you.
Awesome. Well, sweet. What got you into it?
A buddy of mine lives down in Racine. He introduced me and then moved away to Iowa. So
nice. That's always nice.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach out and find other people to fly with.
Awesome.
So.
Well, fucking A, man. I'm always down. Always. What's up, buddy? Whew. Look, people, pilots.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't even understand what's going on anymore. It's like I've woken up in some sort of bizarro world where there's other people that fly FPV. We're used up the spot. We're gonna go to a different spot and fly there, like FPV pilots do when they have other FPV pilot friends. That crazy guy still has to work tonight. He's gonna go home and take a nap and then go to work. Now that's dedication. I don't. How many other hobbies do that kind of shit? Anywho, enough blabbing.
Grab excerpts from the vagina monologues, facial acne scar and orthopedic headgear. Let your battery charger think you need a rest here, or give that candy bar to the engineer so your vocals come out in the final mix. Final skip at your performance, but it just ride a brainwave and you're failing to exist. You can't hide in the main stage. You put you on the manly list. So what are you doing here? You're a girl with breast reduction, acting like she said something. Only a few sound true. Me and the crew know who.
This isn't singular, it's plural.
You ain't really real, I can tell when I look at you. Only a few sound true. Me and the crew know who.
This isn't singular, it's plural.
Me and the crew know who.
Sun God, sun shines over all of y'all. There's more than Black Hawks down in Somalia. Military skill, visionary. The number of dead served MCs will vary. Different sizes, forms, and shapes. If they're not surprised to being horned by a tape, they're not knowing that hip-hop's growing into the next boxing. To max toxins, glistening to the missiles of the sound, whistling and listening the system of a down. Armenians pour over the medium, Minotaur and centaurs. I'm not needing them. Stare down the gun with one wins. Now that I roll with confidence, I'm convinced. It's my turn to be a star. Fuck with me, I'll burn the flag on your core.
Juvenile boosted, I show good signs to be verbally active. There's something about records and titles, cause I'm breaking and snatching. Your help is like a better wife choking on a knuckle sandwich. I got niggas so scared they won't say my name in sign language. Only a few sound true. Me and the crew know who.
This isn't singular, it's plural.
You ain't really real, I can tell when I look at you. Only a few sound true. Me and the crew know who.
This isn't singular, it's plural.
Boy, who would have thought that going to the park and hanging out with a bunch of guys and ripping packs all day would be so exhausting? I don't feel like I've done a lot of vlogging today because I've been having too much fun flying and chit-chatting with the fellas like schoolgirls. Something I don't ever get to do, you know. Usually it's just I show up, I fly my 12 packs, I go home and find something to talk about to this camera about. But this guy right here, he has been a trooper all day. Highly successful day of hanging out with FPV pilots and flying FPV drones and having fun with FPV. And FPV is friendship. And that is it for today. Goodbye. You want to say bye, buddy? Bye. Bye.